before he was a Manchester City player, before he was a record-breaking goal scorer. He was a boy on a wine-swept field in southwestern Norway, and that's where the story really begins. He was born in Leeds, England on July 21st, 2000, and while his father was playing in the Premier League. But at 3 years old, the family moved home to Bryne, a town of around 13,000 people, right in the middle of Jæren, Norway's flattest, windiest farming country. Jæren has always demanded something of its people. Wind, rain, open, bare land with no mountains to hide behind. A landscape that shapes a certain kind of person. Stubborn, unbroken, used to working into the wind. Long before him, that culture already lived here. Just a few miles from the family's home ground lies Hafrsfjord. There, historians say, one of the decisive battles in Norwegian history was fought, the one that, according to legend, made Harald Fairhair the first king of Norway and forged the land into a nation. It isn't Haaland's blood that was spilled there, but it's his ground. The same fjords, the same wind, the same unforgiving landscape that for over 1,000 years has demanded endurance from those who live off it. His father, Alf-Inge Haaland, grew up in the same town, joined Bryne FK's youth academy at 7 in 1979, turned professional at 17. 10 years in English football, Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, Manchester City, a defender built for close combat, not finesse. In 1997, he injured Roy Keane so badly the Englishman missed almost a full year. 4 years later, in 2001, came the answer. Keane tackled him, was sent off on the spot, and later admitted in his own book that it had been premeditated revenge. Alf-Inge has said himself that his knee problems existed before that tackle. Even so, 2003 was the year his career finally ended. True in every detail or not, it's a story about a debt being kept, as old as people themselves. His mother, Marita Braut, was a champion in her own right. Norway's national heptathlon champion in the 1990s. And the family doesn't stop there. His cousins, Jonathan and Emma Braut Brunis and Albert Braut Tjoland, are all professional footballers, as was, a generation earlier, his relative Gabriel Højlund. This isn't a coincidence. It's an entire family built for movement. At the age of 5, he set an age group world record in the standing long jump, 1.63 meters. That same year, he joined Bryne FK. Before he was even old enough for school, he had already begun building what he would become. 195 centimeters, 94 kilograms. A build that should make him slow. Instead, he's been clocked at over 36 kilometers per hour, 0 to 20 meters in 2.6 seconds, faster than many professional sprinters. And his oxygen uptake, his VO2 max, sits at levels normally reserved for endurance athletes, around 71 milliliters per kilogram per minute. That's the engine that keeps him dangerous in minute 90. 4 or 5 times a week, he steps into ice-cold water, then into the sauna. He trains in a low oxygen chamber to harden his body even further. He calls sleep the most important thing in the world. It sounds modern. Hypoxic chambers, recovery protocols, optimized diets. But cold water and sauna are old Nordic rituals, far older than he is. He's just given them a scientific name. He said himself that he wants to own a farm in Bryne the day he stops playing. After all the titles, all the records, all the cities, it pulls him back to the same windswept ground his family came from. The circle closes where it once began. Blood gave him a chance. The land gave him his stubbornness. But what finally made him who he is the same thing that once turned this place into a nation. The will not to give up again and again until the impossible becomes history. And if you found this video interesting, subscribe for more.